North American continent is rich in natural attractions. One of the most striking of them is the Grand Canyon in Arizona. This is one of the deepest canyons in the world, where traces of 4 geological eras can be traced at once. The formation of a natural pearl millions of years ago was facilitated by the movement of the Earth's crust and subsequent changes in the angle of the Colorado River. For thousands of years, it has undermined soft rocks, forming breathtaking landscapes. Due to its depth, reaching 1,850 meters, a unique microclimate has formed in the canyon. It differs significantly at different altitudes, which in turn determines the diversity of the local flora. It is curious that according to the age of the rock paintings, the local Indians knew about the existence of the canyon at least 3,000 years ago, but the first colonialists saw it only in the 16th century. However, a significant part of the caves in the national park is still little explored, and therefore the Grand Canyon may well push researchers to a new discovery. Bromo Senger Semeru National Park is one of the brightest sites of the Indonesian island of Java, and the active volcanoes Bromo and Semeru are considered its pearls. At an altitude of 3,676 meters, the latter is the highest peak of the island. Although the lower bromine enjoys well-deserved love among travelers. Perhaps the reason for this is greater accessibility, because of Semeru's stern disposition manifests itself regularly, then Brom's only once every few years. The flora of the park, depending on the place and height above sea level, is extremely diverse, from tropical rainforests to lifeless sand and ash, reminiscent of lunar landscapes. Interestingly, the locals endow Brom with sacred properties to this day. Is it any wonder that they still dump flowers, fruits, vegetables, and even small livestock into the caldera to appease the guardian gods? In the Pacific Ocean, about 1,000 km west of the coast of mainland Ecuador, are the Galapagos Islands. This small archipelago, consisting of only 19 islands, is already interesting because it is number 1 on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Due to the fact that the islands are located almost at the equator, but at the same time are washed by both warm and cold currents, a truly unique ecosystem has formed on them. Its peculiarity lies in the fact that seemingly incompatible species of flora and fauna coexist here, and many of the inhabitants are not found anywhere else in the world. What are the giant tortoises alone, after which the archipelago got its name? Some researchers suggest that they are older than dinosaurs. By the way, it was acquaintance with the amazing natural diversity of the archipelago that prompted Charles Darwin to his theory of evolution. It is curious that seismic and volcanic activity on the islands continues to this day, which leads to a constant renewal of their landscape. Yellowstone National Park, spread across several U.S. states, attracts visitors with an incredible density of natural attractions. So in the park there are 290 waterfalls, mountains, rivers, colorful lakes, canyons, gorges, and one of the world's largest petrified forests. One of the features of Yellowstone is the lake of the same name, located in the center of the caldera of the largest supervolcano on the continent. It is believed that its dormant power is so huge that in the event of an eruption they can change the climate on the planet. Another feature of Yellowstone, the world's largest geyser field, it has about 3,000 geysers, which is approximately 2/3 of the total number of known geysers on the planet. Some of them are unique in a number of ways. Finally, In addition to geysers, there are about 10,000 geothermal springs in the parks, about half of all such sources in the world. The Maldives is not only a luxury holiday, but also an amazing natural attraction. All the islands of the archipelago, and there are more than 1,000 of them, are of coral origin and stretch from north to south in a chain of 26 atolls for almost 900 kilometers. This makes the Maldives the largest coral republic in the world. Also, the lowest one. The highest point of the islands rises above sea level by only 2.5 meters. So with the development of global warming, the Maldives has every chance to repeat the fate of Atlantis. Most of the islands in the archipelago are so tiny that they are easy to get around on foot. At the same time, only about 200 of them are permanently inhabited. But thanks to a reliable coral shield, the ocean around the archipelago very rarely storms, and the water retains amazing transparency, delighting diving and snorkeling enthusiasts with an incredibly rich and colorful ecosystem.